let's do this. Let's do this. Good morning, people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. What's today? What's today? Tuesday? In the week, the day keeps moving and time keeps moving. Okay, let's do this. So we're talking about superhero games. We're talking superhero games here. There's a lot of superhero games coming out for. There's some superhero games coming out for the Xbox Series X, PS5, but also probably Xbox One, PS4. And before I start getting into this article, I think Activision should take all the superhero games that they make, and I think Microsoft and Sony need to make those games backwards compatible with their consoles, whether it's the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, or PS4, Xbox One, and then give it the 4K treatment. I think they should do that. Whether it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, Spider-Man, Web of Shadows, Shadows Dimension, Until the End of Time, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, all those superhero games. Give them the 4K update. But anyway, we're talking about these superhero games that are coming out. Found this article on Gamers Rant. It says here, every Marvel or DC game rumored confirmed to be in development. And first game up, Spider-Man 2. And it says here, although not outright confirmed by Insomniac or Sony, it is safe to assume that a proper sequel to 2018 Spider-Man will swing onto PlayStation 5 at some point in the coming years. The first game left some tease and blatant setup for a follow-up, with everything from the Green Goblin to Venom being hinted at as potential antagonists for the webhead to deal with. Okay, so we know Spider-Man 2 is coming, but with Spider-Man 2, maybe Insomniac is waiting to see what Gotham Knights deliver, and then they can go from there. Because Spider-Man feeds off Batman games. So they have to see what Batman games are like before they can even start making Spider-Man 2. You seen what happened when Arkham series was out, and then once Insomniac got Spider-Man and they made it for PlayStation 4, they took some ideas from the Arkham series to make Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay, so Spider-Man 2 is in the works, but I think they're waiting to see what how Gotham Knights is going to be. But anyway, the next one up is Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. And it says Square Enix have dropped the ball in some areas and more with the Avengers, but so far is sophomore Marvel offering is shaping up to be more promising. Development duties on Guardians of the Galaxies are in the hands of Eidos Montreal, best known for its efforts on DSX franchise as well as Shadows of the Tomb Raider. The studio clearly understands how to deliver a big blockbuster experience worthy of Marvel hands, and its DSX heritage adds promise to its intricate interaction features planned for Guardians of the Galaxy. It says the overall look, style, tone, and presentation of the game seems to perfectly balance the interpretation of the themes seen in both the comics and the MCU films. So Eidos is working on Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. The next game up is Marvel Revolution, and it says here Marvel features Revolution is a massive, ambitious action RPG coming exclusive to mobile platforms on August 25th. And with a variety of Marvel superheroes to choose from, including Spider-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, players traverse a variety of levels, combating enemies, and leveling up their heroes. This is kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Revolution. That's what it looks like. It says here the gameplay is similar to what seen in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So Marvel Revolution is just like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Next game up is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and we know who's working on that. Rocksteady. And what are they known for? The Batman Arkham series, Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Of course, Arkham Origins was WB Games. It says here the task force is back in a big way with James Gunn's latest films. But for those who can't get enough, more content is coming in the future. A teaser trailer for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was shown off at last year's DC Fandom event, hinting at the title, premise, gameplay, and overall tone. Characters like Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Killer Shark are already confirmed to be present, with more fans' favorite surely being kept as a surprise. So Rocksteady is hard at work. They're in dark mode right now. Dark mode meaning that they're not talking to the public. They're just in the studios grinding, trying to put this game together. And based off the Arkham series that I've played, a lot of people are looking forward to these games. Looking forward to this game. And some people think they might be working on another Batman Arkham series, but only time will tell. All right. Next game up is Gotham Knights, and this game is being made by WB Games, the same people who did Arkham Origins, and I think they should give Arkham Origins an update and make it Arkham Origins 2. But that's just me. But anyway, it says here, speaking of Batman Arkham series, it was long rumored that Warner Brothers Montreal was taking control of the franchise and continue where Rocksteady left off. While Batman was indeed the basis for WB Montreal next game, it is not a sequel to Batman Arkham Knight, and instead a new interpretation of Batman narrative taking place after Batman was vanished from Gotham City. Other vigilantes such as Batgirl and Nightwing step in to combat villains like Mr. Freeze and the Court of Owls. See, WB Games is in the dark too, because they're working on Batman Gotham Knights, and the whole Gotham City is based around Bruce Wayne. So you remove Bruce Wayne from the picture, but now you want Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to fill it, to be the superheroes. So, like I said before, the story is the key in all this. The story is the key. The gameplay is not the issue, it's the story. So we're gonna see what they do next year when this game comes out, if it is next year. Anyway, and last but not least on the list is Injustice 3, aka Marvel vs. DC. We don't know what Injustice 3 gonna be like, but I'm just taking a wild guess here. Could be a Marvel vs. DC. Who knows? Who knows what Injustice 3 gonna be like? But anyway, last on the list, Injustice 3 says, while barely any crumbs of information can be found regarding a third Injustice game, some players have deduced that it may be the next project coming from NetherRealm. For one, the studio has confirmed it has no additional content to implement into Mortal Kombat 11, and will instead be diverting all its attention to the next game on its schedule. While this could be anything, for the past few years the team has alternated between Injustice and Mortal Kombat franchise as its main focus, with the former now due to be back in the spotlight. So, Injustice 3. Now the question is going to be, is it going to be another Injustice like the one they made, like the other Injustice 1 and 2? Or is it going to be Injustice 3, Marvel vs. DC? That's what everybody's waiting for. So we're all looking forward to this to Injustice 3. You know, so I have done some videos on Marvel vs. DC, but since NetherRealm is in the dark right now, just like Rocksteady and just like WB Games, who knows what Injustice 3 gonna be? But could it be a Marvel vs. DC? You know, which has been overdue. Only time will tell. Anyway, that's all I got to talk about as far as superhero game goes. As far as Injustice 3, Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Marvel Revolution, aka Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 2, and that's that. So those are all the superhero games supposed to be coming out. But it would be nice if Activision take all the superhero games they have and make them like backwards compatible, like on Xbox One, PS4, so you can get the visual like a the Arkham Collection update. You know, you can get an update like the Arkham Collection got an update, you know, 4K would be nice. You know, just to keep fans' appetites, you know, wet for now until the newer game comes out. But right now, those are all the games I got to talk about as far as like superhero game goes. You know, I mean, Gotham Knights is in the work. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 2, Marvel Revolution. They're all in the works right now, and we'll see what these games bring to the table. But I think the two that everybody's looking forward to, I would say Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is 1. Gotham Knights is number 2, and then Injustice 3. Those are the top 3 that everybody's looking forward to, you know, when it comes to superhero games, because everybody's, you know, rumors of a Marvel vs. DC for Injustice, you know, is on the table. Will it happen? Only time will tell. And then there's still the whole AT&T WB saga, WB Games saga, because remember, you know, they're still selling studios and stuff like that, so we don't know how that's gonna pan out or who gets what. and then everything is like up in the air right now. But as far as superhero games go, Spider-Man is number 4, Gotham Knights is number 3, Suicide Squad is Kill the Justice League is number 2, and Marvel vs. DC Injustice 3 is number 1. Those are the top 4 that everybody's looking forward to right now. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what we'll see what the game industry brings and what surprises they bring. But the Xbox Series X and PS5, they're shaping up to be, they're starting to getting better as far as game goes, and there's a lot to look forward to in them two systems when it comes to video games. Right now with the Xbox Series X and PS5 haven't even completed their first year yet, and with the pandemic, people have to change their work routine, but the pandemic has given developers more time to really work hard on these games and take games where they've never been before. So a lot to look forward to, man. Like I said, the PS5 and Xbox Series X haven't come out their first year yet. And they got 4 to 5 more years to go. A lot to look forward to. Anyway, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box with this article. But nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.